and chunky, and they do change the behavior of the skin quite a bit. So if we can get these off, that would be nice, but it's probably going to be the most painstaking process, since they kind of just, they hold in there a little better. They hold in there a little better. I'm going to get stuck here for an hour, aren't I? I feel it. To be honest, I would just avoid the trouble and just trim it all off. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll do the central scales. We're not even going to worry about the ventral scales. We'll just do the dorsal stuff. Fuck that shit. F that shit with a capital F. F that shit with a capital F. This is so much easier. So much quicker. I am not even going to do it. I have decided. So far in my kingdom, we have decreed. If you say otherwise, I will deny you. But yeah, I think some cobra skin earrings are in order. We've got the Argus monitor as well. And I don't think we have anything else real special coming up. There is a nice rainbow boa in there I could process. And an emerald tree boa of a pretty decent size. Actually, no, it's smaller. That might be decent for, like, leather making. Leather making. A long-ass animal. Oh, there we go. Now start seeing that central hexagonal scale pattern. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Right there down the middle. That's just cool. They're very, very, very flat scales. I'm always thinking about rattlesnakes because they have keeled scales. They're very significant. And you come over here to the elapids and they're like smooth boys. Smooth criminals. Does not look yummy. It's funny because it doesn't smell like anything. I smell the alcohol. That's what I smell. This is going to look real funny hanging up in the this cobra skin. You're like, what is that? Oh, it's just a cobra skin. No big deal. No big deal. Just a cobra. Soggy scarf scraping. It'll look better once it dries up. Trust me. Trust me. It's very thin. It is very thin, though. It is a very thin skin. It's tough enough, but it is thin. But it had not degraded. So I think it's just the characteristic of the species. I'll be like, people will be like, what kind of cobra? And I'm going to say Cobra Commander. Let's see if anybody gets it. I'm so fucking lame. Just a dull knife? Yes. No. It's sharp enough to catch the edge, but not sharp enough to... I mean, if I press hard enough, it'll cut it. But it's pretty effective at catching the little scales, so... It's I just got to be a careful kitty cat. Why the mask? Protection. Yeah, protection. I mean... something gets flicked in my face, I generally don't want anything in my eyes or mouth when I'm doing things like this. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just be a little... that would be a little gross. God, those freaking scales, man. I hope most of them wash off. I hate dealing with them. I'll just cut it out. Against ghost spit. Protection against what? Against frickin' cobra lotion. Cobra lotion. That's funny. Too bad the rattlesnake was icky. I couldn't save the skin. Pisses me off. But hey. It's not gross until it's in your mouth or eyes. I'm being texted by my better half. Hold on. I really don't want to take off and put on a pair of gloves, so let me just try to finish this up. Jeez. The thing is, though, it does have kind of a wide, like a big scale pattern. So capturing a lot of scales in an earring, like a stud, is not going to be possible. But one of my most popular earring designs, oddly enough, is the gray rat snake that I did like years ago. It was a nice, big, giant gray rat snake, and the skin was just like, it's a hit. People love it. I probably have made 50, 60 earrings, pairs of earrings from that single skin. So I don't doubt that like even a simple pattern can catch somebody's eye, because, you know, it might be exactly what they're looking for. Most of my customers are women, and, you know, it's, oh man, I'm not trying to say anything. But I mean, we be accessorizing, right? Colors are important. Textures are important to a lot of people, you know. People want to, you know, sport that drip. They got something that nobody else does, right? That's also a big win. That's why, like, the heart pendants and shit always sell, because it's like, what a thing to, like, say, what's your pendant? Is it what kind of stone is it? And you'd be like, it's a dehydrated cobra heart. And they're like, excuse me? And like, yeah, it's a dehydrated cobra heart. It's an ethically sourced cobra heart that somebody made into a thing of jewelry. And then they're like, oh my god, queen, you're the best. And then, like, you know, all the other women are like super happy, and they can rub it in each other's faces and shit because that's what women do. I'm sorry, that misogyny arc. Fish scale remover is too abrasive? Yeah, probably. They want something to go with that little black dress. I mean, you joke, but I mean, maybe you're not joking, but that is like legit a thing. Like, they do want stuff that like goes with like dark stuff. A lot of, yeah, because they talk about the formal wear or the evening wear. Like, will these go good da 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 with da 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 da, or work related stuff. Like, oh, these will look good in the da 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 that I have to wear. So I saw the strangest thing at one of the fairs that I was at the markets that I was at, and I don't know if it's like a thing that's catching on or has been a thing, but there was a booth doing permanent jewelry. Basically, you size a bracelet for yourself, and they literally like fucking weld it together on your wrist so it cannot be taken off. And I'm like, oh, cool, that's neat, and I'm talking to the person. But in my mind, I'm like, who? I'm like, and like, people were like into it, and I'm like, who the fuck